Hello learners, good morning, good evening, good afternoon from where you are watching us from. My name is National Instructor Peter Charlo, and with these lessons I continue to teach you chess and make sure that you make it to the next level, which is the master level. So today I'm going to be covering lesson 5, and I'm going to be covering now after we have done introduction, we have learned all the basics. Now at the right time, now we go to the main aim of the game, which is checkmate. So I'm going to take you through different checkmates, and the first one is two queens checkmate as seen on the board. This is the easiest checkmate we can ever get, and one of the biggest questions I've been asked by my students is how do we get two queens in a chessboard? So I'll start by showing how we get two queens in a chessboard. Then from there now we are going to be delivering those mates with those two pieces. So from here, if one of our piece succeeds, like I push it, then I capture here, and I capture here, and it succeeds to reach at this point, it gets promoted and it becomes a queen. So that is how we get two queens in our chessboard. Like if one of our piece succeeds to move from, which is pawns only, if they succeed to move from where they are to the other opponent back rank, then they convert to a bigger piece, which is promotion, and they become bigger piece, which is queen or rook. But most of the times we have two queens. So that is the time now you find, like at this point we have 1, 2. That is the point when we get to have two queens. So now, since we have known how to get two queens, now let's us now do the two queens mate now. Since now we are promoted and we have two queens on the board, let us now do them. So in this my study, I'm going to show you how to do two queens checkmate. It is very simple and very easy to remember. So one thing I'm going to do with it with 3 steps. Step number 1 is to choose the side we want to mate. And for my students, I always encourage them, if you are white, you mate to the side of the black, and if you are black, you mate to the side of the white, and it is very simple. So since we are white pieces, we are going to mate to the side of the black. Then from there, we have chosen we want to mate on this back rank. Then from there now, the next thing is to cut our opponent king, to limit him from moving to this side, to leave him only to move from here all the way to back. That is the second step, step number 2. Step number 3 is pushing this piece from here all the way back to back rank, then we do mates. So those are 3 very simple steps, and let me show them by example in the board. So for now, we have 2 queens. So we've said we want to mate on this side. Then already one of our queen is cutting, so we check with the queen which is behind. So we check, which is already a check. So our opponent will be forced to move back. Then since this one is the one which is cutting now, then we use the other queen now to check. Then after that, it will move back. Then from here now, we check. Then it moves back, and we have agreed we are going to check with the queen which is behind. Then from here now, we check from this queen which is behind. Then from here now, our king will be moved to go back. Then after that, we check. Then our king will be forced to go back to the back rank. Then we deliver this mate. Very simple. Just follow the 3 steps. Very simple steps. Decide the side you want to mate. Cut the king for moving the other side. Then use your queens to push him behind. And I like them when they are like this. When one of the queen is here, and the other queen is here. So they are just like this. That is how I love them. Then after that, we are going to push him continuously from here to back. So that is it for this lesson. So hope to meet you in the next lesson. From here, I'm going to cover the next mate. You know, this mate is very simple, very 3 steps to remember always. When you are going to tournament, remember those 3 steps, very important. And when you keep them in mind, this mate will be very simple. So bye bye, and before you leave, please remember to subscribe. Remember, your subscriptions make me moving. So bye bye, let's meet the next lesson.